Anyway, we're in 1 Peter. So if you have a Bible, go ahead and open it up to that epistle in the back of your New Testament. It starts this way: Peter, an apostle of Jesus Christ, to God's elect, exiles scattered throughout the provinces of Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, Asia, and Bithynia, who have been chosen according to the foreknowledge of God the Father, through the sanctifying work of the Spirit, to be obedient to Jesus Christ and sprinkled with his blood. Grace and peace be yours in abundance. Well, first and foremost, the author identifies himself as being the Apostle Peter. In chapter 5, he indicates that he was in Babylon when he wrote this letter to the church. Now, Babylon could refer to several different cities, but it's believed that in this case, it was Rome. Actually, that's where Peter was put to death just a couple of years later. But Rome was the capital of the Roman Empire. Rome was the head of the then pagan anti-God world. And when Peter wrote this letter, it was probably written during the Neronian persecutions, which began in AD 64. It was in July of 64 that Nero, rumor has it, that he wanted to expand his palace. And so he set fire in order to clear some land. And the fire burned out of control. For 9 days, for 6 days it burned out of control. They thought they extinguished it, then it fired up for another 3 days. 75% of the city of Rome burned to the ground. And the populace, they pointed right at Nero. He was taking the blame for it. His popularity polls were tanking. And so what did Nero do? Well, he blamed the Christians. And we heard that the Christians were arrested. They were brutally executed, thrown to the beasts, crucified, even burned alive. Historians and theologians will say more than 4,000 Christians were persecuted under Emperor Nero. And so Peter wrote this letter to the church in order to encourage the church, to strengthen the church as Christians, particularly those who are facing persecution. He reminded them of their spiritual heritage. He gave them the example of Jesus himself. And this letter, man, it's got the emphasis of hope and resilience and virtuous living. See, he urges believers to maintain their faith, to respond with all the negativity, to respond to the persecution with dignity and with faithfulness.